conversation like a normal human being.
Moving 92.5. Second date update.
We get emails for second date updates all the time from listeners who have some really interesting names, or other emails from listeners who just flat out misspelled their own name.
Wait, their own name?
Yeah. That makes sense. That's our caliber of where we're at.
I mean, let's be honest, that's our audience.
Yeah.
You know? So I'm curious which one it is today, because the guy who wrote us signed it JSTN.
There's no
Justin.
S-T-N.
Is it?
Oh.
Is it like cool to write your name now without any vowels?
I don't know.
Are we taking vowels out of that too?
Let's find out. He's on the phone right now. Is it Justin? Justin?
It's Justin, but it is spelled J-S-T-N. All caps.
Okay, it is Justin.
Oh.
Wait, that's
did
the
you say?
correct
Hold up.
spelling?
You said all caps too?
Yeah, it's all caps.
Okay.
Oh,
Why,
interesting.
why is there no vowels in your name?
Because, you know, when you see it on a piece of paper, like, there are a million Justins in the world, but there aren't a lot of Justins without any vowels. Like, it immediately catches the eye.
It does.
There's probably none.
There's a
actually.
reason why there's not a lot of people with this, because it doesn't make any sense.
I just feel like you're one of those people that like, it's my personal brand, and I really need to brand myself.
It
Yeah.
sounds like a
And I'm
handle.
proud.
It sounds like a handle, not a
Exactly.
Well, are you like a rapper?
No, I'm actually kind of an influencer.
TikTok.
All right, there was. It is a personal brand type of thing. Okay.
So, Justin without the vowels. Tell us about the girl that you want us to call today. What's her name?
Her name is Casey. She does have vowels in her name.
Oh, that's too
Oh,
bad.
okay.
Because you could just do K and C, and it would
Yeah.
actually make a
Oh,
lot more
yeah.
sense
Yeah, it
than
would.
It
Justin.
would have to be like K-CEE.
Yeah,
Or
I don't.
Instagram, like, influencer.
So, how did you meet Casey?
Well, she left a comment on one of my TikToks, and we kind of chatted in the comment section for a while, and then I moved it over to DMs, and we exchanged information, and then we talked on the phone, and that went well.
That's pretty cool. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean that you guys live in the same area, even.
Yeah.
Right? Because
Yeah.
with TikTok, it could be she could have been from anywhere in the world.
And I hate to go back, but just to be clear, what's TikTok?
Yeah.
Come on, Jeff.
Jeffrey, we do TikTok.
Well, not all of our listeners do.
Okay, you're right.
I'm
So TikTok is a social media app where you can
I'm not-
create
It's not even
create
worth it.
Oh,
videos.
sorry. So, what was the TikTok video that she commented on?
There's a bit of a hash trend about self-love coming into Valentine's Day, so I surprised myself with flowers, and I sold my entire apartment.
Video of you doing self-love?
That's trending.
Listen to him.
I'm
That was
listening.
Cute. He filled his apartment full of flowers.
But for me,
Okay,
Yeah.
when you said a video of me doing self-love, my mind went all sorts of places.
I thought the same thing. I'm like, I got
No,
banned
no,
from
no,
TikTok
no.
for
Yeah.
doing that video.
That is not TikTok. That is OnlyFans.
Oh, okay.
Different situations here.
So she commented on your video, and then what happened?
well, we talked on the phone a bit, and she's also an influencer a bit, or she wants to be. I said, well, I could give you some tips, you know. It's kind of like a half-work date, so we went to this really cool restaurant that a couple of my influencer friends recommended. It's really unique because it's this outdoor fire pit thing, so they have this, like, 50-foot outdoor fire pit, and they cook on the thing, kind of like a Benihana.
Oh yeah, I've seen those.
Yeah, no, the restaurant sounds great, but you haven't mentioned anything about Casey. What did she
Oh.
think? What was she like?
She's super cool. She's tiny. She's kind of like Maisie from Game of Thrones. She's a little bit tomboyish, but really cute. And her hair was actually shorter than in her pictures, so I was a bit surprised, but still, it didn't change anything. She was really cool.
And
You can really pull that off, though. I like that look.
I don't. The description just. I wouldn't want to be described like that, but okay. I don't know.
Described like what?
Yeah.
Different than my photos and shorter hair.
Ew!
Yeah, people cut their hair short.
Shorter hair than my
Alexis. I'm just
pictures. How will I
saying,
ever
like-
recover? So just,
Doesn't sound like your stereotypical TikToker. That's what I think Alexis may be saying. I don't know.
but
No.
Justin was attracted to her no matter what. So that's the important part, right, Justin?
Yeah, for sure. For
Here's
sure.
the thing, Justin. I mean, you guys obviously are really into TikTok and being influencers, which is cool. Is there any way she would have mistaken this as like a professional hangout and not a date?
Oh.
We kind of got right into the nuts and bolts, like the behind-the-scenes stuff of how you maximize followers and,
Algorithms.
yeah, the algorithm, exactly.
This is romantic.
Yeah.
You're saying?
It could
It was a context thing. You gotta, like, I don't know, you had to think.
I guess if you're on the same page.
I don't know. I've looked at your guys' social media, and, like, you could use a little help. But for, like, the people who really do this day in, day out, like, it's a different language.
Okay.
Lifestyle.
Okay.
Yeah. If you know, you know.
I
right,
get
bro?
it. I get it.
So did anything weird happen during the night?
I don't know. There was this one kind of awkward moment, and I wouldn't say I was 100% to blame because, I don't know, my friends kind of pranked me.
Your friends pranked you during the date?
One of my friends is kind of climbing. He told me that if you go to this restaurant and you say to the waiter, I have over 100,000 followers and I'd be happy to post about the restaurant, then he'll kick a couple of things off the bill. So I tried that, and the waiter had no idea what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Pretty embarrassing.
I think it's getting like more diluted, that excuse for servers. Like, oh, I have 1 million followers on blah, blah, blah.
I just think it sounds so pretentious.
We get it.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have done it if my friends hadn't told me it was like a sure bet.
Oh, that's true. It's not like you did it on your own.
So you got shot down in front of your date.
But maybe she didn't like that.
What was her reaction to that?
She kind of rolled her eyes, but, you know, when the waiter left, we called him a noob, and, you know, we got back on track. It wasn't like a...
Oh, she rolled her eyes at the waiter.
Wow.
I thought she was going to roll her eyes at you.
It's the whole situation.
No, it was the waiter.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
Okay, that's what we think.
Maybe
Oh,
there's some hope
God.
here after all. So we'll play a song, we'll come back, we'll call Casey for you, and we'll try and get you your second date update. All right, Justin?
That's right.
Justin?
Forget
It's Justin. It's still Justin.
Okay.
okay.
B.O.B., bro. If you're just tuning in for the second date update, we have a social media influencer named Justin on the phone.
It's Justin. It just doesn't look
Yeah,
Justin.
it's a lot.
It is. It's Justin with no vowels. I don't know why I want to add like 4 N's to the name as soon as I... Justin. I don't know. It just...
It's just one. I legally changed it.
You legally changed it, Justin?
Yeah, because it's like one thing to have a handle, but now I can copyright that name because
Oh.
it's literally my name.
You're the real thing.
Fully committed.
Oh, okay. So, Justin, would you be available after this for some free social media advice for us? Because it sounds like you weren't impressed with any of our accounts.
That's right.
I mean, I can give you some pointers, sure.
Oh, okay.
Awesome.
Oh,
So you go into the @Brooke and Jeffrey accounts and you don't like the work.
Yeah. Well, maybe this will be better after we get a little bit of tips from a pro. But
Fine, I'm not going into this bitter at all.
anyway, back to the second date. Justin met a girl named Casey after she commented on one of his TikTok videos. They went out to a nice restaurant. There was a little bit of an awkward moment when Justin tried to get their meal comped by mentioning that he's an influencer with many, many followers. But the server just gave him a little bit of a weird look and nothing came off it.
Oh my
So-
God. It's like the worst feeling too, Justin. I have tried like twice in my life to just cut a line to get in front of the line, like waiting to get into a club or something.
yeah.
And my friends are like, do it, Brooke. They'll know you. Do it, do it. I'm like, okay, I'll do it. And then you go up and you're like,
Yeah, it doesn't feel right.
it feels so bad.
It feels great when someone knows you without you mentioning it.
Yeah.
But when you force
No,
it,
it feels so bad.
So after that, Casey has not been responding to Justin. Now, Justin, we never asked, has your Instagram game been subpar after the date too? Because maybe that's why she lost interest.
No, actually, I posted a picture of us together on Instagram. It was like kind of a gift to her. That's like a bump because I have more followers than her. And she hasn't posted anything.
But maybe that makes you seem needy.
Uh-oh.
And listen, when you're an influencer, posting someone is a bigger deal than normal.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think maybe she's just using you, Justin.
Oh.
Yeah, but then why didn't she post? See, that's why I'm confused.
Yeah,
Okay.
She should have used him more.
She's a terrible influencer.
All right. Well, let's get to the bottom of this the old-fashioned way by giving her a call and just asking her straight up.
Oh my
all
God.
right?
Talking to TikToker.
Is
No
it another?
DMs.
Do a Vine?
No, we're just gonna call.
Dude, she's not going to answer.
Let's find out. Here we go. I'm gonna dial her number right now.
Hello?
Hi, I'm looking for Casey.
Yeah, this is her.
Oh,
Whoa.
Casey, you answered. Hi.
Always on her phone.
Who is this?
My name's Jeffrey from the radio show Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning. We're really hoping that we could talk to you today.
What is this about?
This is about your dating life.
I know you were hoping for an interview about your social media, influence, but that's not what this is.
Okay, so what?
We're doing something called a second date update. That's where if you go out with someone and afterwards, if they're not calling you back, you can email our show and we'll call your date for you to try and figure out the reason why they've ghosted. And recently, you went out to a restaurant with a guy named Justin. Maybe you know him as Justin?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Did that feel like a date?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I mean, it was kind of like we were just getting to know each other and talk about some business stuff also, but I don't know. Was it a date?
Yeah. No, he thought it was a date.
I mean, yeah.
I just thought that maybe you weren't calling him back because you thought of it as like a professional relationship or something.
I mean, he didn't make any moves, so I guess it could go either way.
Yeah, because here's the deal. Justin told us all about how the two of you met and how you guys went out to dinner. And he also mentioned a little bit of an awkward moment that happened towards the end of the meal when he tried to get things comped by